Hello everyone. Welcome to the wonderful wide world of Dashing with Coffee. I'm your host, Bryce JW, and today we have a one and only, the very nice, very special, very GD moderator-like person of interest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I had a script plan, but this is just a monumental occasion for someone like me. So thank you again, Krit. So let's go ahead and introduce our guest. Come on out, Mr. Krit, moderator man.
What's up, Bryce? What's up, stream? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Let me just double check real quick before we continue. Chat, can you guys hear him?
Yes. What's up, stream?
Yeah, they can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Good.
I can hear you. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing great, Bryce. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. It's so good to hear from you, man. It's so good to hear too.
Yeah, same, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so glad we get to finally talk. I know you've been busy and stuff. I know you're really busy too. And so I'm sorry if I'm bugging you is what I'm trying to say, but
Nah, no worries. You're all good, bro.
thank you. I was going to say that this is just an honor. This is crazy. But I'm just in awe and shock. I like this is amazing that we could put this together. So thank you again, GD moderator.
No,
that's crazy. So let me go ahead and let you introduce yourself and what you do as a GD mod.
Alright, well, as you know, my name is Krit. I love playing Geometry Dash a lot. I've been playing since January 2015, since the middle of 1.9 basically. You know, as a mod, like many other mods, I kind of just go around looking for levels. Maybe if I find anything good, I send it to Rob, they can get rated. But you know, I also like playing the game. I am unfortunately a star grinder. Sadly. I like creating levels. It's just, I don't know, star grinding is just, it's kind of painful, but it's also very fun.
I see.
I also like creating. I think some of my most notable achievements in creating have to be getting the 1000th and getting the 1500th daily level, and we're gonna aim for the 2000th daily level in May of 2022. So be hyped.
Let's go. I'm really hyped. Everyone get hyped for that. That's amazing. This man is going for the stars. Going to the planet, not even the moon, the planet Saturn, bro. That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. So we do have a few questions for you. And you know, right. I gave them in advance, but I do have a couple secret ones. Kept tight under the lip and key, lock and key, whatever it's called. I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead with number one.
Alright.
Oh wait, hold on. I gotta follow, subscribe, or something. All right. Well, I'll worry about that later. Sorry, I didn't realize that the alert would be so loud. But anyway. Anyways, let's go. I never planned anything, but even when I do plan it. Number one is, what is it like being a moderator of Geometry Dash?
Well, I think the position is very fun. I will say I feel like the community kind of almost overrates it, because at the end of the day, we don't do much besides finding cool levels and sending them to Rob, hoping that they get rated. And I know some people think of that as like a really huge thing, but honestly, it's just like when you see a cool level, you like it, you comment on it, it's showing that you enjoyed it, but we can just also send it and let Rob know of it. But I am grateful that I have the position, and it is really fun to like see some levels that I sent to him get rated.
That's awesome. So like you don't see yourself as like a higher being or anything. Like, I'm not saying that
No.
you would, but like
No.
Like I know I get what you're saying. Like I like you don't see yourself better or worse than any other GD player. That's a really cool thought to have.
Because at the end of the day, bro, it's just a little extra thing I get to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a really cool thing that I get to do, but it's like I don't know. Some people are like I don't know how to word it, but some people, if they had a position like that, they would just let the entire world know. Like they would almost brag about it. They would like flaunt it, basically. Yeah. But it's just like a thing you have, and it's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I'm actually legit curious. I never knew anything about mod until recently, and I find it awesome. Do you get paid for mod?
Do we get paid for
being a
as
mod?
mods?
Yeah.
No, it's a 100% voluntary, like volun.
Oh.
Is that the? I don't know if that's the word, but it's.
Yeah, no, that's voluntary.
Yeah,
like the
like,
voluntary.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just like it's just something we do for fun.
That's awesome.
You know?
I'm so happy. That's amazing. Number 2. When rating a level, what specific criteria does the level have to fit under to get rated?
Now, this is an interesting question because, truthfully, I don't think any mod could give you an actual answer. Because at the end of the day, the way levels get rated is basically up to Rob. But what I look for when I send a level, when it comes to that, I kind of like, whenever I find a level, I normally either look for a level that like tries something new or like attempts to work with like new concepts that people don't really like mess with. But I either look for that in a level or I look for a level that like works off of something pre-existing but like does it very well. Like a really good design or modern level might be kind of unoriginal or uninteresting, but if it's like objectively good in terms of quality, I wouldn't mind sending it.
I see. So it's like a multitude of factors. So it's like,
yeah, it really just depends on a ton of things. Like I also think like one of the most important things regarding a level is song choice. Like there are some levels there are some levels I've played that like maybe I normally wouldn't send, but because of the song choice and because of like how the level progressed with the song, I ended up sending for like rate or something.
I see.
Because I do think song choice is really important.
Yeah, I agree. Do you have any like? Do you choose based on favoritism a little bit or at all, or?
No, not at all. I think if my best friend made a turbo level, you know, they just made a turbo level, and you know, I wouldn't send it. But if someone I also did not like made a great level, I'd still send it because, you know,
that's awesome.
When I'm looking for a good level, all I'm looking for is a good level, not like if the person that made it isn't awesome or if the person that made it is terrible. You know, if I think it's good, I'll just send it.
That's really cool. That's a good way to be. So number 3, since you are a mod, do you ever get to talk to Rob about the game?
Yeah, I've DM'd him a few times just regarding some things like if I see like a stolen level, maybe I'd let him know, or like if there's like a level that got stolen rated, maybe I'd let him know of the level and like hopefully get the stolen level unrated and the original rated, stuff like that. Just like tiny things I noticed that like I know Rob could get fixed, I would like let him know about. But Rob is a really cool guy. I know a lot of people kind of like aren't a fan of him because of the whole like update thing. And while I think that's a fair point, I think considering Rob's like a single man working on this update, like keep in mind kind of free in charge. Like once the update comes out, it's free to everyone that has the game. Like you're not paying anything extra for it. Like he's working on all this stuff. I think he's doing good.
That's awesome. I do too, because game development is a lot. Like I will say, game development is a huge burden on a lot of people. Like Sakurai, he has a lot of people working on the game. You know, Smash Bros. And
for real.
And they always talk about how he's so sickly because it's not just, oh, you put a character in, oh, you put a stage in, oh, this that. No, there's a lot more. There's a lot more stress than you guys.
Exactly. And also, Rob is like a single man. Like, no, there's like no one else working on this update with. It's just him.
That's crazy.
So it's like,
hey yo, Rob, hook me up. I'm an aspiring game developer. You know. But that aside, number 4. What is the most asked question you get?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I think a question I really commonly get off the top of my head would have to be a ton of people asking like, oh, how did you get mod? Like, I don't know. It is like, I get why people ask it because like maybe they never heard of me and they're just like, oh, this random person I've never heard of got mod, and I get that, but it's also a really hard question to answer because it's just like, I mean, I just did stuff. I like showed interest in the position. I did stuff that showed that I showed interest, and I ended up getting it after like a certain amount of time. It's just hard to like properly answer. But I think that is one of the most common questions I get.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, maybe not awesome, but yeah, that's common. That's cool. That's cool is what I'm trying to say. I see. Okay. Before we get to number 5, I actually do have a question. This is going to go under the moderator and this is the secret, one of the secret questions. All right, chat, y'all ready for the one of the big secret questions? So why did y'all put Sonic Wave Infinity where y'all put it?
What do you mean?
Well,
are you talking about like the demon list?
Yeah, do y'all deal with the demon list?
No. I'm glad you brought that up because I do know a lot of people who like think that the mod team like is intertwined with the demon list. But the demon list, I don't want to. Well, it is basically like unofficial. It's like a community-driven thing. And I know there are some GD mods that are on the list team, but the demon list team and the mod team are like separate entities. Like we don't associate. I don't want to say we don't associate like they're bad, but it's like we don't really work with them with stuff. All those list placements, that's just on the list team. Like the mods don't have.
So you are separate, yeah. There's 2 separate teams. Just think of it like 2 separate teams.
Yeah.
Like I get it.
Yeah.
Like they're 2 separate entities. Like
the mod team works with like sending levels to Rob in game, and the elder mods can like comment ban and stuff like that. But the demon list team is like, they just like help with records, I guess. I don't.
You know I understand.
This, but
I understand. I was just because I'm still learning, and I'm still like I was just curious. So I wanted to ask that question because I know you probably get a lot of those questions too. So I just thought I'd ask them for that. All right. So now we have the fewer questions. All
right.
How? So I'm gonna ask krit how because it's his because I don't know how much time he has and stuff. How many questions can you answer? Like for the viewers, how many?
I guess I'll just keep going.
All right.
If I have to go, I'll let you know.
All right, no worries. All right. Go ahead and answer any question. Go ahead and chat. Ask any questions you or comments you have for my boy, and he will respond, or I will respond. No comments. Interesting.
See if the chat has anything to say.
Yeah. Y'all got quiet all of a sudden, bro. I don't know if I should be scared or what.
Maybe they're.
I think they're typing.
Okay. Octagon asked, "What is your favorite list demon?" I'm gonna be honest. I don't keep up with the list too much, so I'm gonna have to skim through the list real quick to like see what my favorite is. But see, this question is really hard for me to like accurately answer because I can only judge list levels based on visuals. Like I don't play anything on the list. But if I'm thinking of like a good looking list level, my favorite would probably have to. It's probably like it's a 3-way tie between maybe Cybernetic, Sunset, and Cold Sweat. Like those are my favorite out of the list in terms of visuals. I don't know how they play, so I couldn't answer that. But in terms of visuals, those are my 3 favorite.
I see. That's cool. Dominus asks, "What are your thoughts on McDonald's McChicken?" This isn't GD, but sure, let's go with it.
McDonald's McChicken, I feel like
with extra mayo. With extra
mayo. Like a lot of other McDonald's items, feels very mid. I think McDonald's is a very mid restaurant overall. It definitely is like a good place to go to when it's like late night and you have the munchies and you're hungry.
That's awesome.
But I think besides that, it's not great. I will say though, if there are a few things I like at McDonald's, they'd have to be the McGriddle. They're like a breakfast meal with like the hot cakes and the sausage, or what is that? What is that thing called? I forgot. Their fries.
Fries, yeah. Their fries are stringy though. I don't like the stringy thing.
That's fair. I don't know. I don't mind. Like I think they're called shoestring fries.
Shoestring, yeah. I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, to each their own. But here's another question. What is your favorite? Jack Wild. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. Jack Wild. Go Wild. All right. Jack me nimble, Jack me quick. Anyways, Jack, what is your favorite Kanye album?
Ooh, that's a good question. I was not expecting something like that to come up during the stream.
I
really do like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That is a really good album, and I enjoyed like almost every song on there. Yeah, it is very good.
What is the album called?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
That's
I can
awesome.
send you like an album link later. But I also
Yeah,
like
yeah.
The Life of Pablo.
Yeah.
Those are
Life of Pablo.
good
I've heard about.
Yeah, no,
I haven't heard any
Life of
Kanye
Pablo is
albums,
very
but
good.
I definitely want to. I know about the Life of Pablo. I've definitely heard things that is amazing.
Yeah.
Boo, my boy Boo asks, what do you think of? Wait, hold on. What do you think of rating Rob's? What do you think of Rob's rating standards? Do you think he should do more base ratings instead of leisure features?
Oh, okay. Honestly, I think Rob's rating standards. I understand that a lot of people look at them as like very low and stuff, but over time, I've kind of realized that like they aren't low because Rob sees like I'd assume they aren't low because Rob sees like everything is great. They're just low because he's a nice guy and he likes being really lenient with people. I know he knows for a fact that like the majority of the player base is like pretty young. So like just giving some little kids level star rate, like I guess it wouldn't really hurt anything. And I do think that if you asked me this question a year ago, I would have totally said I think he should do more star ratings instead of features. But I do think like as of now, he's starting to do them a lot more, which is like really nice because for a while it really felt like there were only two different types of ratings. It really only felt like there were features or epics with the way like he handed rates out. It was either features or epics. So I'm really glad to see him come back to star rates, especially before 2.2. Considering in 2.2 we're gonna have another 2 ratings.
That's awesome.
But that's a different conversation for a different thing. Yeah.
I see. All right, so that reminds me. I have another secret question. Do you have any involvement or any idea? I'm not gonna ask you like what's in 2.2, but I'm gonna ask you: do you yourself have any involvement in the making of 2.2 at all?
No. As I said, Rob does all the development. I'd say mods have an input the way the community does, where if people in the community bring up stuff to Rob and like they get lucky and he sees it, he'll try to implement it. Like for example, the colorblind option with like all the portals and stuff, that was just like a community suggested thing, and Rob just put it in after he heard about that from a community member.
Oh,
but wow. I'd say mods have like the same input as that regarding the update. We don't do any development, we don't do anything related to that.
I see.
That's all on Rob.
I see. That's amazing. So there's no more questions right now, I don't think. So let's go to the one of the secret questions.
All right.
Who do you think is more charismatic, Impesta or Bryce JW?
That's hard. I'm gonna be real. Not even saying this like because I'm talking to you. I think I'd have to give it a tie. I think because I talked to Nepesta, he was a very good guy. Very fun, very funny, very nice, and you're also very funny, very nice.
Thank you.
I've had good experiences with both people, so I just have to give it like a tie.
All right, Impesta, I see you. Thank you, Krit. I appreciate it. I feel honored. I'm on level with Impesta. Let's go. I did that question because you mentioned the charismatic thing, and I was like, I had to make a question that we both would like connect on. Bryce, all the way. All right, chat. Here's one. Since you were talking about music, this is also a good one. Pink Boy asks, what do you think is the most underrated song in GD?
Most underrated song in GD? That is an interesting question. I'm gonna be real, that might be the first question I don't have an actual answer for. I'm not really sure. I do feel like there are some songs that like maybe get underused, like in terms of quality, they should be used more often in levels, but I'm not sure if I have like a song that I think is really underrated. Outside of GD, I don't listen to a ton of like songs that kind of are on Newgrounds. Like it's hard to like word, but I don't listen to a ton of stuff like that outside of GD. But my favorite Newgrounds artist would have to be Ocular Nebula. I am a very huge fan of him, and I've loved his work like for years, like going back to maybe 5-6 years ago.
What's the name of it again?
Ocular Nebula. Very good Newgrounds artist. He made the song that everyone knows as the practice loop. You know.
Oh, so he made
Yeah, he made that song.
the
practice
the
move.
stay inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Isn't that from Portal or something? Reference to Portal?
Yeah, it used like samples for Portal.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's awesome. I was actually going to ask if you were in charge of the GD Awards. What awards would you give which creator?
What do you mean, like content creator, like
Alright.
actual creators?
Well, all right. Let me just narrow it down to three things. What would you give out? The big three I'm asking is YouTuber, streamer. It can be both. Well, I'm not. All right. Let me just go with this. Let's go with big creator, up and coming creator, and most. Let me think. So a big creator, up and coming player that you think deserves to be recognized, and up and coming. Oh yeah, let me see. A good player, oh yeah. What do you think the most the best player of the year? I mean, yeah. Like when I say player, I mean like someone that's been playing like on the list.
Interesting. Truth be told, as I said earlier, I don't keep track of much regarding the list, so by proxy, I don't really keep track of much stuff regarding players. So I can't give like an educated answer. But based off of like stuff that I know and stuff that I've seen, I know Legalizer is a very good player. Like, I don't know, I've heard a lot of stuff about like N-Switch beating the entire main list or something. That is crazy.
That is.
And I know a lot of people recognize N-Switch as one of the greatest players of all time too.
Yeah.
Which makes sense and is fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What about YouTuber or big? Well, let's just say let's just say big, and then we'll rate one for small. What's the well-known content creator? It can be a streamer, it can be a video creator.
See, I know a few, so I don't want to like sound like I'm biased giving answers, but I legitimately watch Woolsey's videos. Like, I love Woolsey. Woolsey's a great guy.
Woolsey is awesome.
He's a very nice guy. A lot of his content is very like interesting. Like, it never really feels like lazy at all.
Yeah.
He comes up with a lot of interesting content ideas, and like I'm really happy they all like end up turning out well in terms of like reception. Because he really deserves it.
That's awesome. And he's the big creator, right? He's a big creator.
Yeah, he's a creator, mod.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's well known. All right. So what is an up and coming creator that you think deserves to be if Vibrant or whoever's hosting the awards has an up and coming creator? Which I've been pushing for so long that we need to have more up and coming. We just need more up and coming creators.
Like an unknown creator that you think deserves to be recognized.
Yeah.
They're slowly starting to become more and more known, but this one creator I've been keeping track of for a while. Their name is Ziana. It's either like Zhana or Ziana. I don't know how to say it.
Okay.
I can post a link to their channel in the chat.
Yeah.
They made like some of my favorite levels in recent times.
Let me look them. Keep talking, but I'm looking them up, bro.
They're a very interesting creator, and I love the way they like do a lot of the things that they do. And I really do think more people should check them out and look at what they make, because they make some really awesome stuff.
Oh, is this it? Zana83? Is that it?
Ziana GD, yeah.
Zana83, I think that's the name. Is her recent thing the Metagalus preview? I don't know how to say that. Antares Squad sequel. Yeah, I'll is this it? Is that?
No. I sent a link in the chat.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Didn't show up though.
Nice.
Oh wait, no. Type in the chat so I can mod you, just so you can send the link. Because I don't think for some reason it won't let people send.
Alright, I sent you a link to their channel in DMs.
Alright, yeah, that makes it much easier. I'm so sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Let's see. Hi, hello. I'm gonna mod you because you cool. And then,
Keep that.
where was the thing? Oh, you sent it through Discord. Yeah, my bad. All right. So, anyone you would like to? So since we're closing out, we're gonna be closing out. Oh, that's cool. Thank you so much for joining us. And
Anytime, bro.
And I was going to ask.
I'm very sorry for interrupting you, but I think we skipped a question. I was looking up in the chat and.
Oh yeah.
Jack
I didn't
Wild,
mean. Yeah.
Jack,
Good. I didn't know if you had enough time, but yeah, that's fine. What's the question?
I can answer it. Jack Wild said, "What level rating do you think is the most fun?" And that is a really good question. As a star grinder, this doesn't really mean much because it doesn't mean it's fun. But as a star grinder, I enjoy maybe like 6 and 7 star levels the most because I can just get through them really fast, and normally the gameplay isn't too terrible. However, I think the most enjoyable difficulty might have to be Insane Demon, because they're easy enough to be accessible to like the average player, but they're hard enough to be like really rewarding when you beat one. Meanwhile, like extreme demons are like, some of them are just straight up too difficult, honestly. But I do think Insane is like the sweet spot. So if you're ever looking for like a fun challenge to get into, just like look for some Insane Demon. Also, yeah, easy to hard demons are the best. I agree with easy demons being really good.
Yeah.
Mediums normally feel like a lot of medium demons normally feel like buffed easy demons, like in the sense that like medium demons almost feel like annoying easy demons. So they get medium because they have this base gameplay that's really easy, but like maybe certain transitions or certain like aspects of the gameplay cause it to be a little more difficult. I'm not entirely a fan of hard demons though.
Yeah. I was gonna say Bull has a question, and my bad, Bull. I didn't see that at first. Bull asks, I don't know if I asked this or not. What do you personally think of private servers of the 2.2 leaks?
Well, I'm kind of like Rob regarding it. At this point, I'm not even surprised people have like tried to go into files of like data mine or like try to get access to all that stuff, because considering we've been 4.5 years without an update, I can't really blame people for doing that. At first, I wasn't like a fan of the fact that people did it, but over time, I just slowly did not care. And it's also like what everyone did like maybe 4 or 5 years ago with GD World, where they went in a GD World to get into the 2.1 editor. And like even I remember doing that myself, so it's like I can't really get on people for doing the leak stuff. But with that said, I do think the 2.2 leaks are like in a way kind of cool, because it is kind of cool to see. It is kind of cool knowing that like all that stuff in that 2.2 editor is like nothing compared to what'll be in an actual update. So it's really crazy knowing that all that stuff that's in those leaks is still like there's going to be so much more in the final update that everyone gets to play.
Yeah, that's awesome. I agree. That's going to. I think
the update's going to be very awesome. I know some people aren't a fan of it because it's like going to be game changing, and I like respect that point. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like when you've been dealing with the game, when you've been dealing with like the same stuff for 4.5 years, a game changing thing might be like the way to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Let me see. Anyone have any other questions while I'm looking through? Oh, what is the biggest level you've sent? I'm gonna ask.
Oh, most popular level I've sent? It's either...
Wait. Does he mean biggest as in popular, or does he mean like biggest in like most endeavor? Like the like...
No, I think he said most popular level.
Oh,
biggest... Oh, he asked 2 questions. What is the biggest level you sent? What's the most popular level you sent?
Yeah, let's...
If biggest refers to like object count, it might be Castlemania by Serb. I remember sending that the second it dropped, and then got rid of like a minute later. But that level has like maybe 300,000 objects. But the most popular level I sent is still probably either Castlemania or like Future Funk 2 or something.
I see.
Or I think is it Dark Odyssey? Like the new Jonathan
Dark
level.
Travel?
No, because he made a new one that was like Dark Odyssey.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So popularity. Then yeah, it's
My
either
bad.
Castle. It's either Castle, Future Funk, or Future Funk 2, or Dark Odyssey.
I see.
Because I remember playtesting Dark Odyssey, and then when it came out,
Where was the question? There was a question that I saw that I think I missed. Oh yeah. So how do you say your name? FGH asks a really awesome question. How is krit handling these questions?
Oh, what's up, FGH? How you doing, bro? I think I'm handling these questions pretty
Like a
pretty
champ.
well.
Like a champ.
Yeah, for real.
That's awesome. Have you sent kr1t? I think that's how you say it. How do you say these Japanese anime levels? I can say
kr1t. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I did not send kr1t. I'm not entirely a fan of this whole like Japanese anime song purple design level thing that's going on, and I feel like it's kind of been overdone. There's kr1t. kr1t is like, it's totally not the best out of like kr1t, waz1t, and kr1t. Like out of those three, it's totally not the best, but it is honestly the most interesting now that I look at it, because kr1t and like waz1t just almost feel exactly the same to me. Like, I don't know. It's like you looked at one level, you kind of just looked at the other.
yeah.
Purple design level that uses like, that's like a dark purple design level with flowers that uses some like Japanese song. I don't know. I'm just not personally a fan.
Yeah.
If you like the level, that's completely fine, and I respect that opinion. But I'm just not a fan of the levels at all.
And I respect that. We should respect
Yeah.
that too, right, chat? No, but
And
we really should respect.
Ramadan. Oh wait, my bad, Bryce.
No, go ahead.
No, you good. You can talk.
No, I was just saying. I was just saying I respect your opinion, and I understand.
Yeah,
I agree. Go ahead and answer Ramadan.
Yeah, Ramadan, you say kr1t is actually fun. I cannot judge playability at all, because it's like, I would just have to like take other people's opinions and hope that what they're saying is true, because I cannot play levels like these to save my life. But in terms of like from a visual standpoint, I can't say I'm a fan of kr1t that much. It just feels a little boring. I don't know. I don't like using that word for eternal levels, but it just doesn't feel like it does much.
So Pinky Boy has a question, and then I have a question that goes along with Pinky Boy. This might sound annoying. It's all good. It's just a question. It's all good. But can you check out my friend's GD account? He's unknown, and he deserves a raid. His name is Overpoise.
I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm not in GD at the moment, but whenever I start playing GD, I'll look at his account and I'll comment on the level.
I'll DM you. I'll just for my boy Pink. I'll DM you his tag. There we go. There. Yay. All right. And then my question is, are there? Let me think. Do you like or what? That's not good. All right. Is it ever like? Are you? I'm trying to. Sorry. Let me get coffee real quick. Are you? That's it. Do you ever find like? Do you find what do you like more? What do you like finding more? Famous creators? What do you like rating more? Famous creators, levels, or like well known, or do you like, or is it better to like find newer creators? It doesn't even have to be like, but what do you think is more beneficial for you as a like a mod? Do you think it's easier or harder for new creators to? And that's what I was going to ask. Do you think it's new?
Oh, like, do I think it's easy? Do you think it's easy for new creators to get a rate?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, absolutely. I think in the current like landscape of GD, it is so easy to like reach out to a mod and get them to check your level. Honestly, I think I'm not saying whether this is a good or bad thing in my opinion. I'm just saying it as fact.
Yeah, that's fine.
Creator points, like rated levels, that like it's just like everyone can get a rate nowadays. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
There are maybe around like 100 mods that you can potentially send your level to.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you make something that's like of some quality, what are the odds that like none of them are gonna send it, right? Like you can probably get 1 or 2 cents, like at least. Like nowadays, it is so easy to get a rate, especially with how like the mod system is like how it is like public and how accessible like all the mods are.
Yeah.
I think it's never been easier to get a rate, honestly.
Yeah.
Never been easier to get your first creator points.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that like feel discouraged about creating, you really should just get into it, because if you just make a level, with some form of decoration, like if it's decent enough, it has a chance of getting rated, honestly. Like especially considering Rob does a ton of star rates now too, so he's like even more lenient with levels.
Yeah, that's awesome. You should start my level, bro. Percutaneous factory, please.
Is it decorated? Does it have decoration?
I decorated it. It's pretty
How long is it? Is it a long length?
It's a short level. Does it need to be longer?
You know, short. Yeah, honestly, if you want to get a rate, okay. For
Oh,
anyone trying to get a rate, I suggest you. For anyone trying to get their first rate, I suggest like a few things. You make your level between a difficulty of 4 stars and 8 stars. Demons are harder to like get recognized as a first rate because of just like how Rob looks at demons. But and also 4 star, 5 stars, 6 stars, 7 stars, 8 stars. They're like the most accessible. They're the most popular. So by extension, like they're the most common rated levels. So I'd really suggest making a level around that difficulty.
I see.
And I would also suggest making a level that is medium or long in length, because short levels just do not get rated anymore. They used to back in 1.9 when Rob rated like challenge levels, but like he doesn't do that anymore. So just make a medium or long length level.
I see. Also, may I just say, sir, you are spinning straight facts or straight facts. I don't know. I was trying to be funny there, but yes, Krit is spinning the facts, the car facts. Yes. Let me see. Oh yeah. So I actually got a question for like for you as a star grinder or a player.
All right.
Because I personally thinking about doing star grinder, just doing like easier level stuff. Do you have any tips? Maybe not just for star grinders, but for like people who are trying to beat the level and they listen to Impesto's video or other tutorials and they're still not getting like. Do you have any like they do everything that in the video and that suggested, but do you have any extra tips or like suggestions?
Like tips regarding star grinding or tips just regarding becoming a better player in general?
Better player in general.
I think it's honestly just baby steps. I think a lot of people hinder their growth by doing like really unnecessary jumps in difficulty. Like the amount of people that go on Twitter saying like I'm jumping from Future Funk 2 to like Sakup in Hell. Like it just, if you want to grow successfully as a player, it's all just baby steps. You don't do those unnecessary jumps. They just slow you down and they make your experiences so much more unenjoyable.
Yeah.
You just have to like slowly but surely get up there.
See,
slow and steady wins the race, bro.
Yeah,
you can't be jumping from like something incredibly easy to something incredibly difficult if you're trying to look for growth as a player.
Don't be a 2016 Bryce who jumped from Stereo Madness. Well, actually, I think I started with Nightmare, but it's basically only beat Stereo Madness and then be focused on the Nightmare. That took me 59,000 attempts.
Yeah, no, see, that's why the main levels. I think if there's one thing Rob excels at as a creator, it's like being able to showcase new gameplay elements. Like the way he like puts like integrates stuff into his levels is very respectable.
That's
because
awesome.
At the end of the day, Rob isn't trying to make the best looking level. He's trying to make the most like
helpful,
comprehensible level.
Yeah, comprehending. Yeah.
The most helpful level, like a level that has a bunch of gameplay elements that you can end up picking up and understanding for when you play other levels. So that's totally why when you started out just going from Stereo Madness to the Nightmare, that was not the play. Honestly.
No, I know.
The whole thing. That's why it goes from a 1-star level to a 2-star to a 3-star. It's that progression, man.
Listen, I didn't have any guidance. The only thing
but like the main levels are right there, bro.
Yeah, but someone mentioned the Nightmare. My brain just straight up went to like I don't know. I didn't know anything about GD, by the way, at the time. I didn't know anything. This was around the time Sonic shouted me out, and that was a fun time. But I legit. I remember just grinding the Nightmare. Once I was set my mind to something, I'd do it and finish it. And I remember when I was on my 16th, the Death Moon, I had just gone straight demon to demon to demon, and I've been 5 demons actually, did that way. And then because consistency, I feel like I have really good consistency, but I feel like that Bodestep actually came in and told me you need to do main levels. He was like, "Wait, you didn't do the main levels?" I'm like, bro, what? No one ever told me this. Or maybe people did. I just paid attention to chat. I don't know. One of those two. Yeah, it was funny though. Shout out to you boys. Come on my podcast. Join my podcast, most of them. I mean, I don't know if he still plays. Does he play GD? Do you know?
Who?
Boldstep? Do you know who that is?
Boldstep? Yeah. Yeah, I know Bold. Yeah. I'd assume he still like plays the game a bit.
I see. So here's a question. My coffee is almost drinking, so I'm going to wrap it up after it's finished up. If that's cool with you, unless you want to keep going.
No. It's all good. It's all good.
All right, cool. I'm having fun though. Don't get me wrong.
It's very fun. It's been very fun.
Thank you.
I'm glad I was able to get on here.
Yeah, I'm so glad, bro. Like I was worried that you were too busy and like stuff.
Oh man, I always got time.
Thank you. Always got time. Wait a minute. You told.
What?
I thought you told me that you
I
were.
didn't have time yesterday though.
Oh.
But I had a ton of time today, so
Okay.
I was more than happy.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's fine. Because I have other guests as well coming on later on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
But and this way you get some editing and rest and stuff too, and like just like answer messages and because I know I'm gonna have a bunch of like Twitter stuff that I have to respond to, which is good Twitter, not bad. But oh, that's another one. How did you come up with your name, username?
My name. If I'm being honest, I'm not entirely sure. I think I just like one day I just made it my name. I don't know. I don't think there wasn't much thought put into it. I just knew about the word critical and I just liked the name, so my old name was like kr1t1k4l because I was like 11 and I thought switching out numbers for letters was like a really cool thing.
That's awesome.
But yeah, ever since then I realized Krit is just like the infinitely better name as opposed to critical, so Krit is my name and that's just what I go by.
Yeah, also this is a really good question / comment. Bull says / acts or something. He comments, he says krit should shout this podcast out on his Twitter or so.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna.
Yo, let's go! Let me finish his comment real quick. I love for this to be a community event sort of thing. Yo, me too! That's what I've been trying to do. I really want to collab with. Thank you by the way for shouting it out and thank you for just being here. It really, like, it's awesome. Yeah. I'm feeling really good about this. I appreciate it. Like, thank you so much, man.
No, anytime, bro. I'm happy to be on here.
I appreciate it. So what you're saying is you pulled a corporate logo simplification. See you, pink boy. Yeah.
Yes, I did at stage, but unlike corporate logo simplifications, I think this simplification was for the better. A lot of brands kind of changed their logos and their identities for no reason, but I think going from critical to krit was a very good change.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. I don't know why I laughed but I laughed because he said LMFAO. I always find that a funny word or shortened phrase. I don't know why. It's just LMAO. That's a bad word. That's the LMAO.
That's facts, right?
Yo, true. I was gonna say, if you were to have, this will be the final question, but if you were to have anyone to join the podcast, who would you want on this podcast?
If I'm being real, I don't want my boy Nopple on here, bro. I think it'd be fire.
Nopple?
Tyler Nopple.
Wait, Nopple. Is he in the chat?
You know, he was earlier. I'm not sure if he is now.
Hook me up with him. Tell him to follow me. Or DM me or Discord. I'm down for that. I like this podcast is open for anyone, by the way. Anyone in the GD community. I want this to be a GD community event. Yo, I want this to be a huge community event where we all come together, support each other, and just talk about GD and other things as well, like we did today. Like Kanye's album, bro. I don't know who said that. Was that I forgot who. But dang, I already forgot the name. I'm so sorry. But so yeah, thank you so much, Krit. I think that's all the questions I want. Chat, say bye to Krit or ask questions, but or say comments, but so he can read it. But thank you so much for everyone. Alright, I definitely will. Thank you so much for everyone for watching and joining. This will be on Spotify, by the way.
It'll be on Spotify, but
yeah, I'll link you the Spotify that's already on there. But yeah, this is definitely going on Spotify. It's on a whole playlist, dude. It's on the whole series. I made sure it's on the series. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening, talking, questions. This was so much fun. I love you guys.
Yeah, that was very fun.
I love you all. Thank you so much.
Very fun.
And
thank you to everyone in the chat.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, follow me.
Thank you, LMAO. I love you. All right.
LMAO.
All right. Without further ado, we're gonna get on out here. I'm gonna let the music play and enjoy the rest of your night till we come back for the next podcast, which is
Yeah.
You can go if you want, but you're welcome to stay and talk later. But I know you're busy, so Manther. Thank you by the way, Krit. Manther is going to be next at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So make sure you tune in for that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye guys. See ya. That's fun. Is it not?